Hello, ladies and gentlemen, my name is Putty, and welcome back for another edition of Mid-Atlantic Wrestling. This is the Night of the Champions. It is the final show of 2016, which is, pretty crazy. We've had a long year. It has felt perilous at times, it has felt difficult at times, but we've come to an end and I've had a lot of fun. So why don't we get into the final show of the year, and, all that's been announced was announced last episode. So I don't really need to talk about anything that was announced midweek. Let's just get into the show tonight, shall we? Yeah. We open up with Roddy Remus is backstage, and he says, "Tonight, I finally get what is coming to me. I have been fighting for over a year now to get my title back, and every single time I've had an inkling, a chance, an opportunity, that glorious silver light at the end of the tunnel, it's been taken away from me. Never fairly, never justly. You know, there was that time where I had Greg beaten. I was escaping, I had my leg on the rope, I had him beaten. But the ref didn't see it, because of course he didn't. Or I had that time where I beat Greg in a tag team match, and it took me 7 months to get granted my title shot, because of course it did. But tonight, it's all in my hands. It's not in anybody else's hands. It's not in any other powers that be's hands. No, it's my hands. Tonight in the main event, if I win, I get my title back. I don't think Greg Gage has what it takes to be a champion. I don't think Greg Gage has what it takes to beat Roderick Rebels. Because quite frankly, he hasn't showed any inkling of being able to so far. Tonight, Greg, I'm going to beat you, and I am going to take my title back, because that is my destiny. It is my property. I deserve it. And we will move on to the finals of the Hot Prospects tournament. Hal Harvard versus Seth Whitehead, and Hal Harvard defeats Seth with a forward Russian leg sweep and wins the Hot Prospect tournament, gets awarded the first ever Hot Prospects title. And, he's pretty happy for a little while. He's like, hey, I won a wrestling thing. I'm pretty happy with this. But then he turns to Boss Man, and he puts his arm around Boss Man's shoulders and takes him to the back and starts saying, like, okay, now how the hell did you put this tournament on? Can I see the bank sheets? Oh, okay, let's go have a look at the finances. And he takes him to the back and presumably has a quick look at the MAW finance books and sees the horrors that are, like, I've looked at them. They're terrible. So, Jay Fair apparently wins the Hot Prospects tournament title. Yep. Yeah, let's change that on screen. Yep. We've been unafraid to change it on screen in the past. Let's go and change that again. There we go. Boop. There you go. We've been unafraid to do it before, so I'm happy to do it again. But wait a minute. Okay. Maybe it isn't my fault that happened then. Let's see here. Champion is crowned. Add title change. Delete. Hal Harvard, right? Add. Save. That's weird. That's very weird. Bugged, I guess. Let's head over to the champion is crowned. Delete the title change. Save it. And then put the title on the line in the match. Save it. And run the show. There you go. Hal Harvard wins the title. That's really weird. I'll have to check to see if... Also, a lot of people at the show this time. Oops, I didn't mean to cheat to get that. Sorry. It might be that Hal Harvard was counted as winning it. It just showed up incorrectly, so I'll do some testing off screen. There you go. Alright, moving on. So George Wolf says, tonight I get a chance to take on a hot new prospect, but I should be facing Greg Gage. I should be fighting for the title, because I beat Roddy Remus. 2 months ago, I beat Roddy. I should be having a title shot. Now I'm going to have to wait months because there is a tournament next month. The Ripcord Invitational Challenge that is going to stop me from getting my title shot on that show. So quite frankly, I am pissed off and I am annoyed and I think that everything is working against me right now. And then this very unbecoming kind of flabby guy walks in, got a plaid shirt on, and is just kind of chilled. And George looks at him really weirdly and he goes, "Hey George, I'm Papa Dan, and I think you should calm down." He nods and walks on. George is like, "The fuck?" I don't know. And then Hugh Dask returns to MAW to defeat Gordon Bennett with a cutthroat driver. Once again, our commentary team has good chemistry, calling matches together. Hugh Dask, the legendary Dread Pirate, taking on the disgraced chef Gordon Bennett here. Nice fast-paced lucha action, finishing off with a cutthroat driver to win Hugh Dask the match. Then Greg Gage is backstage in a really lavish suit. It's really fancy. It's really flourished. He's upgraded his attire by the looks of things. And he says, Roddy, you talk a big game. I've heard you talk, and I've heard you talk, and I've heard you talk. But you know what you haven't done is win. I'm sick of this bullshit. You acting like you're some hot shit. Because, Roddy, you're just not. You lost to George Wolf 2 months ago. I mean, I kind of agree with him. Do you deserve a title shot? I've beaten you twice already. Yeah, maybe the circumstances were dubious, but I've only gotten better since then, Roddy. I think you're going to be surprised tonight. I think it's going to be a lot more one-sided than you think it is. I think I'm going to trounce you. But, step up. I'll swat you back down. That's what I do. And Christopher Ball is backstage, and he says, I think the Hot Prospects tournament was bullshit. Hal Harvard, he's over 30 years old. Hot Prospect? All he wanted was to check out some finances. I left MMA because of the politics. Because I was fired on a 3-fight win streak. But it seems like pro wrestling has just as much politics as MMA. You know what, Hal Harvard? You don't deserve that title. And I want to take it from you, forcibly. What do you say? You want a match? And then George Wolf destroys Papa Dan with the running power slam. And the crowd is like, "What the fuck is Papa Dan? Come on, George. What the fuck you doing, George? George, what the fuck you doing?" As the Puerto Rican boys defeat the Dynamite Express in 11 minutes and 52 seconds when Sid Collier was disqualified while fighting Island Boy Apollo. This was for the titles. And the Puerto Rican boys must have had the Dynamite Express beat, but Sid, he's always thinking, he's always like, how can we salvage this? Just runs out of the ring, grabs a steel chair, just whacks Island Boy with a nasty, unprotected chair shot, and it's like, wow, Sid. I mean, I know that, it's smart, I think, but Jesus, it's not fair. And Island Boy gets on the mic afterwards and echoes those sentiments. He says, "Sid Collier, we were so close. Everything that we want to do in this business is get our hands on some beautiful gold. All we wanted to do was electrify these fans with our fast-paced action and our hot prospectness." No, that's not right. And our hot, steamy Puerto Rican grappling. But you took that away from these fans, and you took that away from us. And you know what, Sid? I will never, ever forget that. Island Boy Apollo fired up. And Greg Gage makes a spectacular over-the-top entrance. He has a robe, a very lavish robe now, that he just waltzes to the ring in. He looks a little different. He's confident, almost cocky as he walks to the ring. He's sure that he is going to defeat Roddy. And in our main event of the evening and the final match of 2016, in a 60C, Greg Gage defeats Roderick Rebels in 31 minutes and 46 seconds by submission with a proton lock, and Greg Gage makes defense number 6 of his Mid-Atlantic Championship. Greg Gage did what he said he was going to do. He called his shot. It was not one-sided by any means. It was 32 minutes of back and forth, slick, grappling. Roddy is one of the best grapplers we have ever seen in this company. No doubt. Absolutely no doubt. And he hates Greg Gage. He hates him with a burning passion. So he was bringing everything. This is the best Roddy performance we've ever seen. He was at his peak. He was at his prime. But Greg was better. Greg is has got to be the best performer we've seen in MAW. He is well and above this Roddy. This hot, like, on fire, fueled by hatred Roddy. And Greg's better. Greg's faster. He knows more. He's getting him in these holds, and Roddy's like, I have no clue how to get out of this. Absolutely none. Roddy can't reach the ropes. He's in the middle of the ring. The ring awareness of Greg Gage is higher than it's ever been. This newfound confidence has just thrust him into being better than ever before. And as we close 2016, Greg Gage has been champion all year. And honestly, after this performance, he might be champion another year. Because Greg Gage is one of the best performers we've ever seen in this business. Thank you all for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed. I hope you guys enjoyed 2016. If you did, please leave a thumbs up. Check out the rest of the series. Subscribe if you haven't already. And if you're feeling especially generous and particularly enjoyed this show, feel free to check out my Patreon. The link is in the description. And yeah, that's about it. I will see you guys next time for the Ripcord Invitational 2017. It starts off the year, kicks off the year with a bang. We get to see lots of different performers from all around the territories. It is going to be, and maybe even beyond, it is going to be a huge tournament. It will set the pace for the rest of the year, and I think you will be surprised by its entrance. You'll be surprised by the victors, and I hope that it'll be a grand old shake-up. Thank you all for joining me for 2016, and I hope 2017 is bigger, better, and stronger than ever before. And I will see you guys then. Peace out.